TV Weekly Highlight Show. We're out at Carmichael Park. It's round 10 action from Capital League 1 between the hosts Wolves FC and the Brisbane Knights, playing in their black strips in this evening. And in possession here is Claudio Romano. A number of familiar faces here at Carmichael Park. Romano rides that challenge, gets the cross in towards Hairsine there, and Pele can't quite find the target. The Wolves defence lucky to escape that one. Let's see whether the ball had crossed the line. It probably didn't look like it from that angle. The cross was then played in for Hairsine, and Pele just couldn't quite find the target. Wolves escaped that one. Knights with possession, trying to knock it out of their defensive territory here. They've given it away. Trying to win it there once more was Jay Reid. Now comes Wolves. The cross here for Jomande. And the save from Morel. He can't keep it away from Sahilovic. And Wolves have taken the lead here on the 10-minute mark. So the cross being played square here. Played off the chest of Jomande. He pokes a ball through. Half shot, half cross. Morale can't deal with it. And Ajdin Sahilovic on hand there to give his side the opening goal of the evening. The ball sends that goal kick long there for Wolves. Throw-in comes down the line. Get it on there in the direction of Pele, and the Brisbane Knights have scored the equaliser here just 5 minutes later. So contest with the ball that the Brisbane Knights got the better of. Mears heading it on for Pele, and it's back on level terms here at Carmichael Park. Perhaps shaping up as a bit of a goal fest. 2 goals inside the first quarter of an hour. Jomande with his skills, fumbled there by Morel this time. He gets it second time round, or at least punches it away. Having a bit of a go there at Ajdin Sahilovic, perhaps taking a dive. Redfern now for the Knights. It's his cross away, and the ball just narrowly falling wide. Brisbane Knights almost coming up with a second goal here. Played across the face there, and then on shouts of offside, not given, and Brisbane Knights can't take the lead at this stage. Morel, his goal kick, sends it long. Redfern, he's gone straight into the Wolves keeper. Jonathan Ball there, clinching at the knee. So too is Lloyd Redfern. And Jimmy Bellos, the referee, immediately shouts to both benches. Now let's get a look at that on the replay. Fair contest for the ball from Redfern. Looked like he knocked his knee against Jonathan Ball. And unfortunately for the Wolves keeper, he's being taken from the field on a stretcher. And similar fate here for the Brisbane Knights player, Lloyd Redfern. So 2 serious injuries, both requiring the stretcher here. So we've moved into second half action. Obviously a bit of a delay after those 2 injuries. Here's Harm towards the byline, gets it in towards the back post, taken by Romano on the half volley. And it's high over the crossbar. Here come the Knights again. Referee Jim Bellos plays advantage. Hairsine tried to thread it through the channel there for Shaw. Breaks for Wolves on the counter. Although Simic gets it there, plays it back for his fellow defender. Another player down in the middle of the park there for the Brisbane Knights, and out comes the card here. In fact, it's a red card. No, I thought Jimmy was going to it's a second yellow. That's why Jimmy Bellos produced both cards. And Kerr Monjock is being given his marching orders. Second yellow card. So Wolves will be reduced down to 10 men for the best part of a half hour. Hairsine up forward, dealt with initially, driven in by Ashley Shaw, and the Brisbane Knights have taken the lead for the first time this evening. Alex Hairsine puts it up high there. Header in from Hammock, but there were too many black shirts unmarked, and Ashley Shaw scores for Brisbane Knights. Back again for Hairsine. Challenging there was Romano, it looked like, and Brisbane Knights almost come close there to finding a third goal for the evening. Here's a corner to them. Headed on and just wide. You sense they're getting closer and closer, Brisbane Knights here. Oh, and just over the head there of that player in the end. And again, a diving header there from Shaw. Well, they're coming oh so close to sealing this match. Brisbane Knights just can't put that final nail in the coffin at the moment. Maybe Wolves can find an equaliser here. Cut out good, cut out there by the defender. Brisbane Knights have possession. And again, we've got another player down on the ground. And yeah, just collected there was the Brisbane Knights player. So can they seal it here? Here's Pele, and again the Wolves defence on hand to deal with that one. In fact, it looks like a call of offside here from Romano's through ball in the direction of Pele. Morrell sends his goal kick into the back of the Wolves defender and spotting him off the line. Almost try and take full advantage, unable to do so though. So Brisbane Knights have survived a scare late in this match. Referee Jim Bellos blows the full-time whistle, and Brisbane Knights have come away 2-1 winners over Wolves FC.
Aaron, congratulations on your new role.
Thanks, mate.
As Peninsula Power coach. You've been at the club a long time, haven't you?
I have. I've been there 31 years maybe, something like that. Yeah, a long time.
Tell us about your junior career.
Junior career, coaching or playing?
Playing
career. Started there in under fives at Margate, and obviously Margate and Redcliffe City joined together, I think 2000 it was, and I played youth that year and we had a fantastic youth team. And then we were playing first team at the same time. We were playing a few games a weekend then, and just from there played and been successful. Power's been a very successful club since it started back then, and it's a good club to play for, and it's a good club to be at.
What was your crowning moment as a player?
Crowning moment as a player? Oh, there's been a few. I've played with some really good players. I've been really lucky. I've had some good coaches. I can't really say. Obviously, winning the league was excellent. Getting promoted to the Premier League was excellent. Avoiding relegation was excellent. And when we won the youth thing, because we were told that we wouldn't win a game, we had a lot of guys that were average, I guess you would say, that the standard. But we, as a team, we were excellent, and that was probably a good moment being in the youth team.
Was there a specific moment when you thought, hey, I might be a coach?
No, Justin Kilshaw's he's at fault here. He was the senior coach at the time, and obviously I was playing, and he said, I think you'll make a coach, and I said, no, I don't think so, and he gave me an under-11s team, and I had some really good players, and we won the league and won the final, and I got the bug from there, and some of them boys are still playing today, which is good, and I still keep in contact with them, which is great. So yeah, that's when it started.
So you got North Pine promoted.
Yep. Then
you spent earlier this season with Leo as his assistant. Mm-hmm. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so my plan was to have this season off. That was the plan, and then I got a few phone calls from different people to say come and coach with me, and Leo seemed like a really nice guy, and it was a good opportunity, so I thought it'd keep me involved, and it was more of a part-time, but it ended up a lot more. But I just enjoyed it. Leo was tremendous to work for, and Roger and all the committee there were excellent. I did enjoy it there. It was just this opportunity come up, and it was one that I had to take.
So tell us about that. How did it come up?
Oh, just Craig rang me and said have a think about it. That there could be an opportunity coming up in a day or so. Like he said, it's going to be quick. So yeah, it did take a bit of thinking, but hopefully it all works out.
Do you feel it's your destiny to be in the position that you are now?
I don't know if it's my destiny. Obviously, I love Power, and I've been there a long time, and it's probably really close to my heart. And every player and every coach and every fan's got their club. Power is just one of them clubs for me. It is a good club. It's a big club now. I've got a big responsibility to make sure that we are achieving what they want to achieve and what we want to achieve and the players want to achieve. So I've got a lot of work to do here, and I won't be taking it for granted. I know how much work I have to do to make this team and this club successful. So I'll be working very hard. Don't worry about that.
Walton Bridge Reserve is the venue for our next match in the highlights show. It's Mount Franklin Women's Premier League with the Gap hosting Olympic. There's Olympic and the Gap both getting together prior to the commencement of this match. Last minute motivation. Olympic, long range shot from Ashley Amadio, and it's a spectacular goal from Ashley Amadio from long distance. Well, Ashley Amadio gives the Gap defender the slip, spots the keeper just off her line, takes her chances, Ashley Amadio. Brilliant goal, and Olympic have the opener. Laid back there for James. Miscues a clearance. Now the Gap line up. Attempted lob into the uprights. And the Gap almost found an equaliser pretty much straight away. Let's get a good look at that on the replay. Beats the keeper, but not the upright, unfortunately. Free kick here to the Gap. Grace Chalmers to take it. In towards the penalty spot. Headed on there by Olympic's Amy Grant, and then tipped over the bar by Lauren James in the Olympic goal. Coming under pressure there was Amadio. Took forward here for a teammate in Wadsworth. Wadsworth now into the box, gets a cross in. At the back post waiting was Natasha Ridley. And Olympic have doubled their advantage here shortly before the 20-minute mark. The cross played in. Amber Glue left it for her teammate, Natasha Ridley. She was unmarked. The Gap defenders too late to react. So midway through the first half, here's a corner for the Gators. Oh, has it crossed the line directly from the corner? It has. Madalena Daniels couldn't clear it. And the Gap have pulled one back here. So directly from the corner for Sarah Miller. James couldn't get to it. Daniels looked to be already behind the line. So we're in for an exciting one just 30 minutes in. Here's Daniels. On for Amadio. Again from distance, and this time the crossbar denies her though. Trying a luck from long distance today, Ashley Amadio. Successful first time, not so that time, and here she is again. Just holding up momentarily. Here come Olympic, another attacking raid. Cut back for Amadio, and good save there from Aoyagi. Forces the corner here for Olympic. We'll get a second look at that. Amadio puts a shot in, and Aoyagi just makes sure that it wasn't going to be ending up in the back of a net for another Olympic goal and for them to extend their lead. Amadio again influential up front. Wadsworth trying to round the defender there in Rankin. Did it hit the side post there again? Well, there's been plenty of woodwork being hit here this afternoon by both sides. Throw in comes for Karaluka. Now they're going to come under some heavy pressure here. The Olympic defence, Lauren James, she needs to deal with it. Gap on hand. Now it's Harper, and there's the equaliser for the Gap. Comes the way of Georgia Harper. Well, Lauren James attempted to clear it, couldn't get an effective foot on it. Plays it back there in the direction of Kennedy, but takes it herself. And Georgia Harper has the equaliser here for the Gap. Keen contest there between Chalmers for the Gap and Ridley for Olympic. Remaining down is the Olympic player now being helped to her feet. There is Natasha Ridley. So on the hour mark, this match perfectly poised at 2-all. And again, Olympic need to clear their lines on ineffective clearance there from James. And she almost had the second. Harper from an Olympic defensive error. Hands on knees, wondering how on earth did I miss that? Given her side the lead for the first time of the afternoon. Free kick pulled out here by the referee. And again, we've got another injury. Just the follow through there from Rankin on the Olympic player in Madalena Daniels. She's being carted off on the stretcher. That will be her afternoon done and dusted. Corner played in, headed away by Pittis. Cycled here for Olympic. Mardio, can she make her way through the pack? She looks to have done so. Gap defence recovers there at the last minute. Now Olympic, can they break the deadlock? Good save from Ayagi. Once again, the corner has been forced here for the Gators. Ridley from outside the box and denied by Ayana Ayagi. So, of course, with that injury, we're going to have plenty of stoppage time here into the 7th minute now. Can Amber Glue find the sealer? Not that time round. Will Ayagi be able to get a goal kick off? She will be able to, but the referee's whistle has blown a halt to proceedings. The Gap 2 and Olympic 2 in this Mount Franklin Women's Premier League. So let's take you through the round 10 results from the Flight Centre Premier League. Holland Park were winners away from home. Logan Lightning defeated Albany Creek. Albany Creek had 3 players sent off in that match. Rochedale Rovers defeated Mitchelton 3-2. Peninsula added to Eastern Suburbs woes 4-1, while Capella won 1-0 at Ipswich Knights. UQFC and Lions match has been postponed to early July. So despite not playing this weekend, Lions FC still have a lead on top. 3 points over a congested table behind them. Just 4 points separate second place Holland Park Hawks down to 7th place Peninsula Power. Club Championship table, Lions with a handy lead over Logan Lightning. Down the bottom end of the table, a gap has opened up between the 10th place Mitchelton and UQFC and North Pine in the relegation zone. UQFC now almost a round worth of points behind Mitchelton. Capital League 1, as we saw earlier, Brisbane Knights were 2-1 winners against Wolves FC. Mount Gravatt and Centenary's draw did both sides no favours. Mogul and South also had a 1-1 draw. Southside Eagles got the job done away from home. Taringa were back to winning ways against Pine Rivers, while North Star defeated near neighbours Grange Thistle. So that puts North Star on the top over Taringa Rovers. South are in 3rd with Southside Eagles in 4th. It's a tight contest between those 4 teams. Capital League 2, Annalee defeated Slacks Creek. Park Ridge defeated Brisbane Force. A scoreless draw between Western Spirit and Acacia Ridge. Oxley defeated Pine Hills 4-1. Plenty of goals as Ipswich City defeated New Farm United, while the Gap racked up another double-figure win, this time against Redcliffe PCYC. The Gap are on top. They've opened up a 2-point advantage over Acacia Ridge. Western Spirit in 3rd, while Oxley United round out the top 4. Capital League 3, Maroondah and Westside fought out a 2-2 draw. Barden Latrobe won at home over Jimboomba United. 2 1-all draws between AC Carina and Toowong, and then Clairvaux and Reach Hills. Virginia were one away from home, while Newmarket defeated Narangba. So Virginia still remain on top and undefeated, a 3-point lead over Toowong, then a gap back to Tarragindi and Clairvaux, who are in fourth. Some big score lines in Capital League 4. Kangaroo Point Rovers 9-1 winners against Springfield. Samford were 11-0 winners against Brighton Bulldogs. Greenbank and Logan Village had a 2-all draw. Caboolture were 10-3 winners against North Brisbane. Deception Bay and Logan Metro had a 3-all draw, while St George Willawong got the job done at home against Bethania. Logan City Kings had the bye. So Samford and St George both on top on 25 points, but what a massive goal difference there for Samford Rangers. Bethania are in third, while Caboolture are in fourth and still undefeated. And with fifth place Deception Bay having an 8-point break over sixth place Logan Metro, it looks as though those top 5 teams will fight out the premiership and who will be promoted to Capital League 3. Mount Franklin Women's Premier League, Peninsula and Logan had a 3-all draw. There was a draw too between Toowong and Eastern Suburbs. The scoreboard attendant untroubled in that one. Mitchelton defeated Annalee. Pine Hills were winners against UQFC. As we saw, the Gap and Olympic had a 2-all draw, while Capalaba won away from home. So that Wyndham Mitchelton sees them go back on top of the table, but once again it's tightly congested at the top. Peninsula on 22, Logan on 21, and Annalee round out the top 4 on 21. So next week on FBTV, we're out to the Whites Hill Reserve for the Flight Centre Premier League match between Holland Park Hawks and Rochdale Rovers. The highlight show will have Capital League 3 action. Westside up against AC Carina. More Flight Centre Premier League between Albany Creek and Eastern Suburbs. And on the FC11 Super Youth League highlights show, it's under 12 action, Albany Creek versus Holland Park Hawks, and then under 13s, Albany Creek versus Easts.